Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com. Industrial workbenches with integrated tool storage. And brought to you by PaintedAutoBodyParts.com, the leading U.S. auto body parts online store. Lincoln Electric, everything you need for your welding and cutting needs. And by Comeg, automotive machine tools and workshop equipment.
Well, there's something you never want to see when you're driving along, your oil pressure drop to zero. It might just be an oil pressure sending unit, or you may have a real problem. Welcome to this AMSOIL Tech Tip. It's all about the oil pressure. You can see right here is an electrical gauge. It uses electrical signals, so that could fail and you may have oil pressure. So what you want to do is you want to run a manual oil pressure test. Just look at your manufacturer specification, find an oil plug in there, pull out your sending unit, put your gauge in there, fire up the vehicle and read your oil pressure. What should your oil pressure be? Well, once again, you're following your manufacturer specifications. Ours is fine there. But Len, that's not the case all the time. You got these oil pressures and you got these technologies, man, like variable valve timing. Oil drives these wipers to the left or to the right. Oil has to go through these tiny little passages to get there. Len, all this technology has to function, and heat plays an important part when it comes to oil pressure.
That's correct. Heat has a direct relationship with oil pressure. As the heat goes up, the pressure can come down. And there's a number of things that can affect that. Just the temperature outside can have an effect on that. What you're doing to the vehicle can have effect on that. If you're towing, you have the air conditioning on. Different environmental factors will have an influence on that. My point is, we build the oil to be able to deal with all of that. So we have the proper base oils in there. They're very robust, very strong, so that they don't fall apart under heat, and you see that oil pressure loss.
When you think about that, I had a Dodge and the manufacturer called for 3 to 5 at idle oil pressure. Not a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing, right? You want to make sure that you're built properly, providing that protection.
Absolutely, or end up with zero oil pressure, Len. I know you never want to see this, and I don't either. So if you don't want to see this, make sure you go to AMSOIL.com. You can get all these products and make sure your car is going to run in tip-top shape.
A few months ago, we featured retired Air Force General Max Stitzer as our PaintedAutoParts.com Motorhead of the Week. Well, Max, in turn, has nominated a friend of his to be Motorhead of the Week. His name is Eric Alexander. Now, Max and Eric met back in high school where they shared a love of music and a love of cars. Eric took that love of music and built it into a very successful career in the high-end audio industry, and includes some of the amazing innovations and inventions coming through his company, Tecton Design. And his love for cars and other things that go has grown too. Eric is an accomplished hot rod, street rod, and race car builder. He's owned, driven, and raced dozens of cars over the years. His current fleet, you'll love this, includes both vintage and modern dragsters, a jet boat, a T-Bucket Roadster, a late model Corvette, and a Maserati. Eric is a regular at drag strips in Utah, Idaho, Colorado, and Wyoming. And General Stitzer even drives one of Eric's dragsters when he gets the chance. And the General says Eric wins on a routine basis himself, but he's best known for helping others perfect their skills and becoming winners too. Eric Alexander has an amazing technical knowledge. He's a pillar in the Western U.S. hot rodding scene, and he loves sharing his knowledge to help others enjoy the sport too. That makes him the perfect PaintedAutoParts.com Motorhead of the Week. And if you know someone who should be our Motorhead of the Week, just send us a note. Go to MotorheadGarage.tv and tell us why. That is also the same website you want to go to if you have a product you want to see featured here on Motorhead Garage. That's going to do it for this week. We hope you join us when we do it once again next week. Until then, drive safely. So long.